pretty sure I'm live. Yeah, okay. Keep saying upcoming. Weird. There we go. Welcome in, Dark Angel. First, watch out, Blue. They're so special. Alright, I think it's time for blessings. Before I do that, though, do this. Boom. Welcome in, Nathaniel. Alright. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Welcome in, Gat. Oh yeah, you going in the back door? Nobody comes in my back door, sorry. It's exit only. I mean, if you just exited my back door, then you smell like shit. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. It's not pretty coming out my back door, I promise. I promise. It got up to like 45 today in Colorado. It was nice. What are you doing, Blue? What are you doing? You're special, Blue. You were so special. You were so special. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Blue's so special. Oh, she's so special. Blue dream. Blue dream. Huh? Is that you? Huh? Am I singing about you? Yeah, yeah, no, that's about right. That's about right, Super Biatch. Pretty much on the money. I forgot I had this. let's go ahead and... Boom. How's that? Ugh. You're so special, Blue. Bluefus. I honestly forgot I had this little microphone thing plugged in. It's green and a little... I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. No, you can't. Kind of. You can kind of see a little green. But anyway, I got my microphone on now. Let's put it on my beard. There we go. It's like a mini vape, you say. It now blends in with my beard, so you can't tell I have it. I'm like one of those professional actors on Broadway. You don't know I have my mic there. I could see that little green light in the mirror, though, whenever I turn my head a certain way. You were so special, Blue. Does it sound alright like this, though? We get 9 minutes to 4:20. I guess I could do a test for myself. Might be a little feedback loop for a second there, but I'm gonna put the volume up on my phone so I can hear if it sounds good. It actually sounds alright. That's not too shabby. Alright, cool. Alright, time for blessings. Yes, my beard absorbed my mic. Blessings be to you and to me. Oof. That's gotta be loud, sorry. Apparently, this or something? I don't know. How does it move without me moving it? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Since we get 3 people here, I know it looks that way. Nathaniel, Dead Silence, and Super Biatch. Welcome in, Kinda Well. Welcome in, Crossword Stone. Yes, it's almost 4:20. You got 6 minutes. What part of Colorado are you in? I feel you, Crossword Stone. Nice. Oh yeah. Hold on. Haven't you sent me an email or something? I'm probably stoned. And just forgot. Oh, then maybe it's somebody else from Colorado that sent me an email. It's also near the Fort Collins area. Hold on, now I'm curious. Oof, that's crazy, Crossword Stone. Be right back. I'm gonna go check my email real quick and see who I'm talking to from Colorado. No, never mind. Somebody different. Wow. Never mind. Somebody completely different, also from around the Fort Collins area. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's funny. I stay in Lyman, Colorado, about an hour east of Denver. We're gonna do another blessings before 4:20 because it's almost 4:20. It's craziness. I've had this channel for 4 years, and I'm finally starting to see other channels from Colorado. It's insane. Blessings be to you and to me. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Till we get to blessings at 4:20. You like her name change, Crossword Stone? We double dog dared her, and then actually Sybil double dog dared her to do it, and then I triple dog dared her to do it. Aw, thank you, Crossword Stone. Okay, you're gonna get your name on the board, and you also now get an entry into the Goodie Box giveaway. Because I've extended the giveaway from memberships to $3 super chats. So for every $3 super chat given, you get an entry into the Goodie Box giveaway. Oh, 419, so I gotta hurry up so I can do one at 422. That's the 419 blessings. And now we're gonna do one for 420. Come on. Got about 30 seconds. Woo! Happy 420 from Colorado. All right, before I forget, we got a couple things to do here. All right. All right, so we got you on the board. You are the top super chatter at the moment. Oh, I need to fix that. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. Now you'll be able to at least see what's going on up there. And then before I forget, we're going to add your entry into the goodie box giveaway. That puts us at 138 entries. And you are at 4 entries into the goodie box giveaway now. All right. I feel you, brother. I feel you. There are so many things to do when you growing. I used to help a little bit at the grow house back when I worked at the dispensary, and it was only on certain days. I wasn't there every single day, but I was there certain days, and I got to help out. The grower was a very strict guard of his like proprietary blend. So I didn't mess with any of his numbers or formulas or anything like that. He had mixes already pre-mixed. He just put wherever he was going. He had everything set up the way he liked it. I just helped with trimming and like basically checking on plants and stuff. Welcome in, brother Paolo. Did a lot of trimming. A lot of trimming. I used to enjoy it too, though. Like I had this feeling of accomplishment, you know, whenever I trimmed really pretty bud, and then I got to sell the same bud that I trimmed. It was like artwork, you know, like you frame the bud, you take away the sugar leaves, and you just make the bud look pretty. And it's not hard. You can do it real fast. It was a lot of fun. I used to. It was like therapeutic because I can get really stoned and then go sit inside and then trim weed. So you're still smelling weed, you're still touching weed, and if you do it like without putting gloves on, I recommend putting gloves on. Your fingers get super sticky, and you end up getting high from touching the bud too because you're constantly touching bud with your fingers. But it's so hard to get your hands clean if you don't put gloves on. I recommend using gloves if you're gonna trim bud. It's so much easier. But you like tip, I guess, if you will. Welcome in, Dustin. Yeah, he had a bunch of stuff that it had like a proprietary mix of nutrients that he put together himself. Like he didn't tell me exactly what was in it, so I'm just giving you a gist of some of the stuff that I know was in there. It was like bone meal, like fish bone meal, and like there was like different nutrients that he parted together so much, to make the right balance of what he wanted, for the right plants. But he was a genius behind it. We had some amazing bud. Like, it was big, beautiful nugs, pretty crystals on the end, beautiful hairs. Everything was beautiful about it. It tastes good. High was there, It got really high tested too. And we make really awesome dabs out of it. So, like, I mean, I'm not questioning his methods. But he was definitely, he said he was organic, all organic. That was one of our biggest sellers, was that we was a medical organic shop. But again, I did mostly just trimming of the bud. I wasn't behind the scenes, so I don't know exactly what was done to the plants, but they were beautiful. They were beautiful plants. They didn't taste chemically. They tasted very, very tasty. I would sit there as I'm trimming them. I'm just, and like while I'm trimming them, I'd find one that I really liked, and I'd be like, all right, that's what I'm smoking tomorrow. But again, I kind of felt it therapeutic. I would get really stoned. I would sit down and it was like art. I would frame the bud. You would take all the sugar leaves and trim them away, and you would trim it to where the bud was shown. You would like a diamond cutter, how they cut the diamond in certain places to make it shine better or whatever. Same thing with the bud. You trim the bud in certain places to make it look better, and then you just end up with a bunch of pretty bud. It's nice. Welcome, Aver Monster. 1 pound? Dude, that takes forever. Are you kidding me? Oh. It takes not forever. If I'm just trimming a pound of weed, uh, I could probably trim a pound in about 30 minutes. If I'm being honest with you. It does not take that long. It's not like you're sitting there with every piece of bud going, snip, snip, snip. No, 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 no. You grab your bud, snip, 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 snip. Snip, 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 snip. It does not take long. It takes like 2-3 seconds to trim a piece of bud. But again, it's therapeutic, and like if you get good at it, when you first start doing it, yeah, you're very slow. But when you get good at it, welcome in, Civil. Man, I could trim a pound in about an hour. I would say. I was making, I want to say it was like $30 a pound for trimming, which is really awesome. It's $60 an hour. Everybody thinks when I say $30 per pound, they're like, dude, that's nothing, dude. That's like rip off. And I'm like, no. You work at your own pace. If you go fast enough and you get good enough, you can trim 2 pounds an hour about. That's like $60 an hour. That's a lot of extra cash. I would do about an hour and a half to 2 hours a night on the nights I would go trim. And dude, that's like 60 to, or like, I don't know, almost $120, Anywhere from 90 to $120, depending on how long I stayed and how much I got trimmed. It was worth it to me. And then again, I got to go to the dispensary after I trimmed all that bud at the grow house and sell it. And I got to be the guy that sold it. And when you trim your own bud, you know your own bud. It makes it a lot easier to talk about it and describe it to people and be like, look, dude, the notes, these notes right here, it's got flavor notes of this. It's got more indica. It's got more THC, whatever. Like when you get to try your own stuff and you get to trim it and stuff like that. It's so much fun. Welcome in, Mr. Viral Boom. It was a lot of fun when I worked at the dispensaries. You know, like I ran my own shift. I was the only employee. It was awesome, actually. You know, I was the main manager, assistant manager. I got to do that whole bit. You know, when somebody's like, "I want to speak to the manager." Oh, all right, okay. How can I help you? Because I was it. There was nobody else. It was just me. It was awesome. It was awesome. Right, Sybil? Yeah, I'll join in with you on that one. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I used to park my 14-foot box truck, and this is one of the best years of my life. I had this job for a year until we closed the dispensary down due to break-ins. It was awesome. Like my boss, amazing person. There was two of them. They were brothers. Both of them were always awesome to me. Neither one of them ever ever gave me a reason to dislike either one of them. You know, like they were always freaking excellent bosses. They both allowed me to park my box truck outside the building, you know, and plug into the store, so I got free power, and I was able to park in my box truck. The crappy part was we got broken into twice, and like at first they let me run an extension cord across the parking lot, and I was parking on the other side of the parking lot, you know, and I was still plugging in, you know. It's just we had an extension cord ran, and somebody broke in to the shop, you know, like they broke in through the main window. So my boss was like, "All right, back your truck up to the main window. We're gonna board it up and stuff like that." And then when we backed my truck up, we didn't get broken into anymore until I left, and I started living in the big purple bus out here in Genoa, and then I started driving my car back and forth. And I sold my box truck, and when I sold my box truck, they came back and broke in again, and then my boss closed the place down. No, for real, for real. I got to watch the security footage of it because again I was the manager, so I got to watch the security for everything, and they broke in through the window of my office. They didn't get anything because they're stupid. You know, it's dumb. It's so dumb. Okay, like they stole an empty cash register because I'm not dumb. I don't leave the cash in the cash register overnight. Stupid F's. They got away with a Dr. Dre Beats laptop because that's what we used to run our cash register was a Beats laptop, you know. So they stole the Beats laptop and an empty cash register that had nothing in it. It was just an empty drawer. They there was nothing THC related outside of the locked. We have everything locked down. Okay, this is as per the MED. Everything gets locked down. We go a step further and we lock the money too, because why not? So all my flour, dabs, edibles, and everything was all in the back room in a locked room. They did not know where to go they didn't know where our stuff was because they just started searching everywhere. You know, in the video they were frantically searching around. And you see them find the locked door where they're at, and they beat the hell out of that locked door trying to get in, and they couldn't get through the deadbolt and the freak because there's two locks. There's a deadbolt lock, and then there's a door handle lock, and you got to turn both keys at the same time to open the door. My boss was smart. So all of our product was safe. All of our money was safe. They didn't get away with anything. We had a boarded up window for a while, and we had to tell people. I felt like I was in Clerks, going, no worries, Mr. Viral Boom. Have a blessed night. Uh, I felt like I was in the movie Clerks, where I had to put a sign up that says, "I assure you, we are open." But until those little punks broke in, it was the greatest job in the world. Okay, I would sit out there in the truck and I would get stoned, go to sleep at night, wake up in the morning. I would go into the dispensary, use the bathroom, do whatever I had to do because I had the alarm code. It was my shop. So I would go in, I would keep the door locked behind me, whatever. Then I'd be like, all right, it's about an hour before I got to open up shop. I'd be stoned as hell. I would walk in nice casually, unlock the door, go inside. I would set up I go to my locked room, unlock the door, and then I would get all my stuff out, bring it to the front, set it all up just like I do every single day. I'd set up my flour here, my edibles here, my dabs here, situation. And then I would sit there and be like about, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes before I had to open up shop. I'd pass a broom and a quick mop, so it'd look fresh for the day. Get my money out, count it, even though I didn't have to. It's the problem with being OCD. You do things you don't have to do. I was the only one that worked there, so I didn't have to worry. I'm not stealing from myself, Like I would have my drawer count down to $150, and like every day I would count it out. And then welcome in Kiwi, and then I would go have about, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes left before I had to open up shop. I'd go back to my little truck sitting outside, do a couple more dabs, and then about 5 minutes till I'd walk inside and hit the open sign. And then that was my job. Every hour, if I didn't have a customer, every hour on the hour, if I didn't have a customer in the shop, I'd run out to my truck and do a dab whenever I felt like it. It was awesome. It was awesome. And then, like it's hard not to be in a good mood when you're dealing with weed and talking about weed, and that's all you do is sell weed, and you're doing it legally so the cops can't come in and mess with you. But I used to feel like I was in that movie Clerks all the time after the break-in, because I had to tell people, I promise you we're open, I promise. Even though we got boards up on the windows, we're open. And then there was nobody else, so it was always me there. Nice, Sybil. I changed to the beanie because the hat it was making my head sweat and stuff. It's not even cold enough for the beanie, if I'm being honest. But my hair looks a mess, and it's easier this way. But one of the things I do miss about running a dispensary was the free samples, man. I would have people from all over the place that wanted their product in my shop. So they would pop in, random sales reps would pop into my shop and be like, hey, what's going on? You mind if I drop you off some samples of our product? And you don't have to do anything. If you like it, you want to make a deal with us, cool. If not, just smoke it up, dude. Smoke it up. I'd be like, yeah, I did. I love free samples. And they would drop off like a box. Inside the box would be like a gram of this, a gram of that, a gram of this, some flour, some of this. There'd be edibles and all this other stuff, and it'd be just like a box of samples. And I'd be like, yo, you sure this is free? But like, yeah, man, choke it up. Let me know what you think. Oh, I used to get so many free samples. Nice. See, zigzag used to be my favorite rolling papers. The little French mine. Because I'm French, you know? French, it works. I don't know. But no, like, I miss, like, the free samples, the cheap deals. My boss, oh my god, he used to give me the best deals. Yo, I was paying cost. What it cost us to make a gram of dab, that's what I was paying for it. Now, I'm not sure if I should tell y'all how much we used to pay for a gram of dab to be made, but yo, it was awesome. I was paying probably. See, what was the cheapest I ever paid for it? 2.75 a gram. Because my boss gave me the deal to pay cost instead of like markup because I found the guy to supply the dabs. They even named the strain after me one time. It was awesome. I had my own dab strain. It was this shit. It was awesome. Uh, it's bright AF. You only use element papers? I'm not gonna lie. I use whatever papers I can afford. I bought a box of these for like $12, and these are Ace rolling, and they suffice just fine. They don't taste bad. They don't. They're not harsh. They're not zigzag. They're not element. They're not the good stuff. But I truly would prefer to use raw. I really like raw papers, or I used to. They're not the same anymore. But I really like. I still use their tips raw. I like raw. I don't know. That's just my own personal preference, though. But yeah, no, like I I I had a guy come to the shop one day, and again he was just a sales rep, and he came out for I forget what it was. He was trying to sell some kind of product, some kind of dab or something. And I was like, oh, all right, I'll talk to the boss because man, we're paying so much for dabs. He goes, yeah, these are like $6, $7 a pop. You know, your cost. So when it was $6 a pop, we would turn around and sell them for 12. You know, so it's $12 a gram. And he's like, you know, man, if y'all got any shake, if you know anybody that's got shake, we can make dabs for you, and it goes down to quite a bit. You know, it goes down like $3 a gram. It goes down. And I was like, well, let me talk to the boss man and see what he says, because we got our own grow house. I was like, yo, shake we got. I got more shake than I don't know what to do with, you know? Like I can't sell it. I got buckets of shake back here. And he starts laughing. He goes, well, let me know, man, because we could do a deal like $3 a gram. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Let me talk to the boss man. I talked to the boss man. Boss man was like, hell yeah. Because he kept it at $6. He's like, we're just going to keep the grams the same price. And I was like, okay, boss, you got it. Your call. So he went from making $6 to making $9, you know, profit per gram he sold. It was a fucking awesome deal. Well, you see, okay. What's funny about the OBPB is brother M2M came up with that. It's just my initials, Odin's Big Purple Bus, OBPB. You know. Yeah, Kiwi. You want to see blue? Blue Dream. What are you doing, Blue? People want to see you. Huh? Can you say hello? Say hello. Good girl. Good girl. My cat's somewhere around here. Where you at, Kush? Oh, there you are. Come here, Kush. Come here, buddy. Wanna go play? Hmm? Cause he don't want to come see. Watch, I'll move the camera if I can to show him off. He's in the bed right there. Ah, can't see past the freaking shit. There he is. Welcome in, Marco. No, you can't have what's in there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He's hiding behind the dab bag. But that's Orange Kush and this is Blue Dream. You're special, Kush. Later on, Crossword Stone. Hope you have a blessed night, brother. He's just gonna clean himself. I'm gonna move that back to over here. Like that. You're so special, Blue. You're so special, Blue. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Are you a moo cow tater? Hmm? Instead of being a couch potato, you're a cow tater? Yeah, you look like a moo cow. Moo. Is this thing still moving? Yes, it is. Forgot this was in my beard, to be honest with you. Right now, Simple? No, I don't think it's cold. Let's see what temperature it is. It's only about 5 o'clock here. What is the temperature? Weather. It says it's 36 degrees. It's not that cold. It's only 36. That's still comfortable. It's not going to snow till 8. And it's only going to be 29 degrees when it snows. It's not even getting cold tonight. So it's only going to get down, that's not till tomorrow morning. So it's going to get down to 23 degrees. It's gonna be 24 degrees at 5 a.m. That's warm as hell. Compared to what it usually is. But it's like 10, 7, 0, negative. Welcome in, Janice. I just can't consider 36 degrees to be cold. Cool? Sure. Like, cool? Yes, I'll give it cool. Not cold. But again, I'm weird. Everybody says it. I'm crazy. It was like 44, 45 degrees today. It was kind of nice. I actually enjoyed it when I went outside today. It's cold to you, Janice. That's funny. That is funny. So yes, I am gonna make another post about of the goodie box giveaway and how I'm extending it to $3 super chats. For every $3 super chat you do, you get an entry into the giveaway, just like for every uh, $3 gifted membership, because a gifted membership is $3. So if you do one, you get one entry. If you do two, you get two entries. If you do five, you get five entries. Same thing with the $3 super chat. If you do one $3 super chat, you get one entry. If you do a $6 super chat, you get two entries. If you do a $9 super chat, you get three entries, so on and so forth. So it's up to you, whichever way you want to do it. I figured, since no matter which one you do, a $3 super chat or a $3 gifted membership, YouTube still takes their 30% cut or 70% cut or something. I don't know, 30% cut. I get 70% or something like that. I don't know. But I figured people, if they wanted to do gifted memberships, then it'd be like a win-win. You gift a membership, somebody gets a gifted membership, my channel gets more members, and then you get an entry into the goodie box giveaway, and one lucky person is going to win the goodie box giveaway. Moving forward, I think I might do smaller goodie box giveaways. Like do like 2 tubs of candy and a wonky bar maybe. And we won't have to do so many entries to make it worth it, because the product will be paid for before, we'll be able to do it like every month or something if we can get enough gifted memberships or whatever. Welcome in, Michael. I mean, we got snow coming in tonight. It says it's gonna snow. But as of right now, for the big $500 goodie box giveaway, the over $500 goodie box giveaway, you know, since we're still 262 entries away from giving it away, I extended it to $3 super chat. So like, if somebody does a $3 super chat to get their name on the board, or their a sticker on my hat, or make me do a blessings. Every time somebody makes me do a blessings with a $3 super chat or a $3 cash app or PayPal, whatever you do, then you get an entry into the goodie box giveaway. And when I hit that $400 400 mark, 400 either gifted memberships or super chats, and I'm keeping track. We're up to 137 right now. Then we're gonna give it away. We're gonna use my big purple top hat, and we're gonna put everybody's name to the top hat, whoever has entries. And if you have 20 entries, then you get 20 pieces of paper with your name on it going into the top hat. Yeah, simple. If I mean, I should have just did it like that from the beginning. I guess I don't know. I thought people would have been interested in doing gifted memberships. You've got some of the most gifted memberships on the list. Like if I go down the list, let's see. Let's see. Right now, you have 27 gifted memberships. Scratchers Amanda has 40 gifted memberships. And then Rach has 22. Dustin has 11. And then there's like Cat with 4. Crossroads Stone has 4. And there's a bunch of ones in there. But yeah, no, you got 27 gifted memberships in the going into the giveaway. But again, I thought people were gonna like be like, "Oh yeah, I'll gift the membership," and then it would be a win-win-win. You get an entry into the Goodie Box giveaway. Somebody gets a gifted membership, and my channel gets more members. But my channel's down so many members, it's not even funny. Oh, congratulations on getting hired, Kiwi. What kind of job is it? Nice. It's better than no job. So congrats on having a job and congrats on getting the position you wanted. Hopefully you have a lot of success at it. We'll do a blessings for you. 1 second. Blessings be, Kiwi, to you and your new job. Oh, Dustin, thank you for that. See, I wish I could hit like on that. So you're gonna get your name on the board. It looks like Lisa Bear got one. Shawty Michelle got one. Demons Diamond Art got one. Cassandra Melvin got one. And Virally or Verly, nope, got one. I don't know who that is. So you get 5 entries in. So let me let me do that real quick. Let me give you your entries and then we'll put your name on the board. So Dustin, you are now at 16 entries into the giveaway. And we are at 143 entries. Boom. Alright, now let's get your name on the board real quick before I forget. Hold on, I gotta get the paper towel that I got. I'm wiping this off. Alright, and with that 5 gifted memberships, you have become the top super chatter. Oh, Kiwi, a lot of people get a contact buzz for me just by getting one of my coins. I like to tell people my coins are heavily blessed with thick layers of THC on them. It's almost impossible. You scratch with my coin and you get a blessings. Alright, I'm going to do another blessings for that. Let me go ahead and put that right there. Can you guys still hear me alright? If it's below my beard, I don't know. Blessings be to you and to me. Yeah, there's tons of strains of marijuana that are purple. Are you kidding me? Granddaddy Perp started it all. I've had Granddaddy Perp, okay, that was so purple, it was velvety and it almost was black looking until you shined it in a light and you could see the purple tint. And you're like, it was beautiful, bud. And there's all sorts of strains that have perp inside of it, you know. There's perp this and perp that. No, Kiwi, I get it. Trust me. I 1000% get it. There are no jobs really in this small town that I live in. Like, I've applied at a few places, and everybody's just like, no, I'm not hiring. I don't need help. It is what it is. I mean, you call them minions, genomes. It's your choice. They might be disguised underpants, gnomes, and minions costumes. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do that now, Dustin. All right, I'm gonna have to put underpants gnomes on my bus somewhere, and then people will be like, "What's that?" And be like,
"That's the underpants, no man. Get some underpants. That's what I need. I need your underpants." All day long, work, underpants.
you know. As of right now, all they say is banana, banana. Bob. But if we put underpants gnomes, just be like,
Hey man, I need underpants. Man, you got some underpants I can have for me? I need underpants right now. Underpants. Hold on, let me read the shit a little better. Underpants, man, you got underpants for me?
Sybil, I would gladly make another coin. The problem is, it's like $500 to strike a coin. It's not cheap. It's a lot of money to strike a coin, and you only get 50 coins. But it's $500 to strike a coin, and I would love to make an underpants gnome coin. You know.
Well, yeah, I'm the underpants gnome. I'm the underpants king. All the underpants come to me. I get all the underpants in the go. Sometimes you just gotta put your beard down and be like, give me an underpants now. Don't come back till you have all the underpants and you sit out your underpants gloves and say, give me the underpants now.
$45 is each your coin. I don't understand, Michael. Are you selling a coin for $45? That's insane. Is it like the size of my face? I sell my coin for $20. I'll be the first to admit it. It cost me $15 almost per coin. Like 10 something or $12 per coin or something. I can't remember. Let me do the math real quick. Inflation, Kiwi says. 1 second. Let me do some math real quick. 500. 550. No, it's 10 per coin. 10 per coin, so I get $10. I paid 10 per coin. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Nothing. I love my coin, Kiwi. I'm not gonna lie. It's simple. It's just my bust. It's nothing. Everybody loves my coin apparently, but it's literally just my bust. It's nothing spectacular. I just did my big purple bust. It's my bust. That's it. I mean, I thought about making another coin. It's $500 to cast a coin, to strike a coin. They're not cheap. By any means, they're not cheap. I know I wouldn't do it in gold or silver. Even if it didn't matter how the cost. You would end up losing coin over time because the gold would wear down from scratching with it, and then your 1 ounce coin would end up being like a 0.5 ounce coin, and and you just lose money. See, Sybil, y'all are thinking alike. Y'all are thinking alike. Oh, nice, Michael. Oh, I thought you said you had a scratch coin like mine. I'm talking about this kind of coin, Michael. Like this, my scratch coin. My big purple bus coin. I wouldn't actually scratch with a real coin. Like, you wouldn't catch me scratching with a silver dollar. I have silver dollars. I have half dollars. I have gold coins and collectible coins, but they're all picked up, and you would not catch me scratching with them. No, 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 no. Let's see what the latest one I got is. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I just got something for Christmas. I'm pretty sure I put it in here. I didn't even pick it up yet. I've got a 1907 $10 silver coin. It's a Indian silver $10. This was what I got for Christmas. It's pretty awesome. There we go. Now it's gonna show right. It's my. Come on. Do that maybe. That's how everybody does it. Come on. Hold on. Apparently I'm not good enough to do it like everybody else. We're going to put the camera on like this, the flash on. And I'm going to show off my coin this way. There ain't no flash then. Hold on, no flash. There we go. It's a 1907 Indian $10 silver coin. Pretty cool coin. But you would never catch me scratching with this coin. You would never catch me scratching with that coin. I also have other half dollars and old Kennedy coins and States coins and stuff, and Diggin' Dave? Who's Diggin' Dave? You got me curious. Real, Michael. Real, not replica. It was given to me by an avid coin collector. That is not the replica. It is the real one. No worries, Kiwi. Hope you have a blessed night. Oh, that's pretty cool, Sybil. Welcome in, Stephen. You know, can't complain. Doing all right. But no, apparently that coin came from her father, and like she's in her 60s, maybe early 70s. I'm not sure exactly how old she is, but she's my friend's stepmom, and that coin came from her father, and she gave it to me for Christmas because she knows I like coins. Oof, I'm sorry, Steven. I tried to get past 20. If I get $20 spent on Pulse, I get a little upset with myself. And I haven't played Pulse since yesterday. Sybil gave me $20 to play Pulse yesterday, and I was like, okay, we'll play some Pulse. Well, actually, she said it was my choice. She gave me $20 to play either tickets or Pulse, my choice. And I was like, well, I don't have to go anywhere for Pulse, so we played Pulse, and we played for a little while. We got a couple bonuses, and then the machine went dead, so we ended up losing. But again, $20 is my limit. I'm just like, yeah, I don't really want to spend more on that. I don't have super disposable cash income for gambling right now. So I take what I can get when I get it. I feel that, Steven. I feel that. Again, though, if I lose, I usually like to do $5 packages when I play Pulse. Like, I'll do one $5 package and try to play. If I get a hit, awesome. I play. And if I don't, I'll try one more. If I don't hit four $5 packages in a row, I'm like, you know what? That's it for me. I'm done, because I will end up losing everything I have. You know, I'm a gambler, and they say you don't win if you quit. But at the same time, if you ain't got money to keep playing, you can lose for real if you lose. I have a coin from Wales. I believe this is a replica. I'm not certain that this is a 100% real coin. I've used it once to scratch with because I think it's a replica, and it was given to me by brother Mike from Itching to Scratch UK. But it's a Welsh dragon. Where is it? Hold on. I gotta search through my coins now. Oh, there it is. But I believe it's a replica. I could be wrong. It could be real. I don't know. I have a bunch of channel coins here. I'll get up and show this one off. 1 second. Alright, and this is the Welsh dragon that was sent to me by brother Mike, Itches to Scratch UK. Turn the flash on, see maybe that might help. Again, I don't know if this is real or a replica. I think it's a replica, because I've seen a lot of them online. Replicas, you know? Oh, come on. There we go. But it could be real. I don't know. I have no idea how to tell if it's real or a replica. You know, like I don't know. But it was sent to me from Wales. Whenever I did a ticket swap a long time ago with brother Mike, Itch and Scratch UK, along with this cool little keychain that's also from Wales. It's got a little whale symbol right there from Wales. The Welsh dragon again. And it says Wales. And then there's a bigger Welsh dragon, you know, in red. It's a pretty cool little keychain. Stays on my keys now. But yeah, he sent me that coin. And again, I don't really scratch with it because I don't know if it is real or a replica. Either way, I don't really want to scratch with it because I want to keep it the same awesome look that it looks now. That depends, Steven. Etouffee should be good. Alright? If it's made by someone who knows how to make etouffee. But yes, normally etouffee is delicious. I like a good crawfish etouffee. You know, okay, Steven, the people that blow 10 or 20 grand, like, I know who you're talking about. Right, Sybil? Okay, again, it's good if it's cooked by somebody who knows how to cook a good etouffee. You can't just... I'm not a fan of store-bought etouffee. No, no thank you. I'd rather make it for myself at home. But yeah, no, I've watched, like, NG Slots or Mr. Mike Slots, you know, or, hold on, Vegas Matt also plays massive amounts of money, and they do $4,000 or $5,000 buy bonuses, and I'm just like, what? Dude, I don't really make $5,000 in a year sometimes, it feels like, you know? They're dropping like my entire year's salary in one buy a bonus, and they're just laughing about it, like, oh, I might lose. Woo. I'm just like, what the hell? I wish I had that kind of pocket change to play. Yeah, the Welsh Dragon, the one you're talking about, brother. I kind of I think that one's a replica, to be honest with you. I think, but at the same time, because it's sent to me from Wales from brother Mike, it might not be a replica. You know, like he might have actually got the real thing from Wales. You know, so I don't know. But yeah, no, I know there are a lot of replicas of the Welsh dragon out there. I did Google it to see what kind of coin it was because it flopped out whenever I got the tickets, and I was like, whoa, whoa, look at this! This is pretty cool. Yeah, I wish, dude. I wish I had a portion, a fraction of what they spend to play the slots. You know, I used to have one of those giant pennies, the one that's like that big. I used to have one of those when I was a kid, Sybil. I forget where I got it. It was huge. It was just a novelty coin. It wasn't like it wasn't even worth a penny. I don't know if that if that's the same one that I had, but I had a novelty penny. It was huge. Where did I get it from? I can't remember where I got it from, but I know I paid more than a penny for it. That is awesome, Sybil. That is awesome. I wonder if it was the same kind of penny like I had. Yours might be worth something. Yours might be a real thing or something. I don't know. I know the one that I had was fake. It was definitely a novelty. It was a gimmick penny. You know, not gimmick, but a like a oh, I forget what I'm trying to say. I guess novelty is the best word. Souvenir. Yes, like a souvenir type thing. But it was huge. It was huge. I legit forget where I got it from. I got it from some place that I visited when I was a kid. For the life of me, I can't remember where I got it from though. But I remember how big it was because we used to make jokes that you could hide your face behind it. You know, you can't see me. I can't. It's huge. Yeah, mine didn't have any like monetary value to it. I guarantee you, I paid more than it was worth when I got it. You know, it was just like a souvenir penny type thingy. I don't remember what it was from either. I wish I could. I want to say it was the zoo I got it at or something. The Audubon Zoo, maybe. For the life of me, though, I cannot remember. I'm trying to process and try to remember where I got it from when I was a kid, and it might have been the Audubon Zoo or Audubon. I don't know how people, oh, not from Louisiana, say it. The New Orleans Zoo, the Audubon Zoo. I don't know. I don't know how I was supposed to say it. I think I got it from there, possibly. I can't. Maybe. Oh, Sybil, you know, I gotta make sure I'm talking for everyone, the people that don't understand Cajun or not, you know. Not everybody understands the Cajun language. You speak this, that, these, and those, and they don't like, what? Huh? You know, it's funny. I didn't realize that until I was an adult, that we had our own language. I thought everybody spoke like that. I didn't know that, like, you were supposed to say that, not that. Who that? Where they going? I didn't say they, I said they. You know, like, I don't know. I don't. I honestly thought that's how you're supposed to say it. I They day. Them. You got them things over there. We completely take the H out of everything. Us. I don't know. No worries, Dustin. I mean, I didn't travel a lot as a kid. I did. I went to Mississippi and I went to Georgia a couple times as a kid. You know, Florida once or twice. I think we went to Panama once, and then we went to Well, it was the time my mom and dad brought me to the gates of Disneyland and told me that now I can never say I've never been to Disneyland, and turned around. We went there once. So I've been to the front gates of Disneyland, or World, whatever's in Florida. You know, I know that sounds like a BS thing to be upset about, but when I was a kid, and I'm talking about a child, like I'm a toddler on up, when I first started having insomnia. Good God, I got something in my eye. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Um, when I first started having like insomnia where I was up all hours of the night, couldn't sleep. I used to be at my grandma's house, and I'd watch Disney Channel. Disney, Vault Disney, for as a matter of fact, was my go-to. And I'd watch all the old stuff like Spin and Marty, um, the Mickey Mouse Club, the original version with Annette Funicello, Bobby, Darlene, Doreen, Cubby. I'd watch all the old cartoons from Disney, like for the old school Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, not the new. I don't really care for the newer stuff, to be honest with you. But I like the older Disney, like when Mickey Mouse was uh, like Fantasia and stuff, and I don't know, it's just better. Steamboat Willie, and it was just better back in the day. But that's what was my go-to. So I was really big into Disney, and my mom and dad decided to tell me that they were taking me to Florida so they could bring me to Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one. I think Disney World's in Florida. And I got so excited. Like so excited because I've always dreamed about going to Disney. I'd studied the parks. I know where all the parks were. Like I not now, like I couldn't tell you where anything's at Disney now. But at the time I had watched so many documentaries, if you will, on Disney World and Disneyland, from watching Vault Disney and whatnot, because they show you tour Disney, they take you on a tour of Disney. And I'd watched it so many times that I could tell you where stuff was, where the Magic Kingdom was, where Space Mountain was, where Epcot was. I could tell you where everything was, like at the time. And my mom and dad was like, we're going to bring you to Disney World, so we're going to Florida. And we got all packed up, and we get to Florida, and like I'm sleeping in the back seat, and my mom and dad wake me up, and they're pulling up to the driveway portion of Disney World, and you can see Epcot, big ball, and my dad goes, "See that? You see Disney? We're at Disney World." And I got so excited. And he goes, "Now you can never say you've never been to Disney World." And he turns the car around and he drove to Universal Studios because it was cheaper. So I've never been through the gates of Disney World inside the actual park. But I got brought to the driveway. I got to see Disney World once. I know that sounds like something petty to get upset about, but man, that effed me up as a kid. They were so mad at me for the entire week that we were there because I didn't like anything at Universal. And don't get me wrong, it was okay. I walked around, I did the Twister walk through where they built a tornado in front of you. That was pretty cool. But I wasn't happy. I watched the Ghostbusters people drive around in the Ghostbusters car and pretend like they were acting in front of me, but I wasn't happy. I went on the Jaws ride, you know, where the Jaws pops up right in front of you. Ah. They were so pissed off at me because I had no reactions to anything and I didn't like anything. I was pissed off. I was so mad because they showed me Disney World and like took it away. I was like 13 years old. All I ever talked about was wanting to go to Disney World. And yeah, they made sure that didn't happen. And then they laughed at me for being upset about not going to Disney World. And they got mad at me because I didn't like Universal Studios. Had they told me, hey, we're going to go to Universal Studios, it's only this much to go to Universal Studios, I would have been looking forward to going to Universal Studios. I would have not been like, oh, we're going to Disney World, and then been said, no, here we go, we're going to go here because it's cheaper. I hated being poor as a kid. Like, for real, I hated being poor. I can't afford Disney to this day. But that's beside the point. Disney's, like, super expensive now. I get it, it was expensive, you know. As an adult, I understand why we went to Universal Studios versus going to Disney World. Disney World would have been about $2,000, where Universal Studios was about $500. $500 for a family of four versus $2,000 for a family of four. I understand. But I just think they should have told me, you know, we're going to go to Universal Studios. It's cheaper. Not wait and bring me to the freaking driveway gates of Disney World and say, hey, now you're here, you're at Disney World. Now you can say you've been to Disney World. You can't ever say you've never been here. And then turn around and I've never gone past the gates. Like, I didn't even make it into the parking lot of Disney World. We just literally turned around at the front gate. And then he went to Universal Studios because it was cheaper. And look, I rode a couple roller coasters. It is what it is. I did not have fun. It might have been fun had I been, you know, more open-minded at the time. But I was so pissed off at my mom and dad for what they did that I was determined to not like a damn thing that came out of Universal Studios. And like looking back, I can remember things being cool. And I can remember secretly enjoying them. Like the roller coasters and stuff, you know, when I rode the roller coasters, it was fun. I had fun even though I didn't want to have fun, but you know, it was it was definitely one of those moments where I was just like, you know, I started hating my parents. Like, for real, hated my parents after that. Because Disney was my dream. And I still want to go at some point if I can ever afford to go. Now it's weird because I'm an adult. An adult male with no children. It definitely looked very weird walking around Disney World. People would think I was somebody, you know, on a special list. I'm just trying to be a big kid, and people are gonna look at me like I'm a freak. That's why I'm gonna wait one day and do it when I'm a YouTuber, I'm a famous YouTuber, you know, and be like, "Hey man, I'm finally going to Disney World. You guys are coming with me. Let's go." No, I might actually do that, by the way. If I ever get big enough as a YouTuber, we'll go to Disneyland in California. Do it right. And then we'll go to Disney World, and then we'll go to Disney World in Europe, and we'll go to Disney France, Disney China. It is what it is, you know. A lot of resentment towards my parents for a lot of things they did to me growing up. There's nothing I can do about it now. Can't change the past. Do a lot of blessings, which I'm gonna do one now. Gonna do another blessings, cause yeah. Do 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 do. Blessings be to you and to me. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'd love to go to Disney World. Or Disneyland for that matter, even as an adult. I wish I could go with a group of friends. That way it wouldn't be so awkward, you know? And not make me look like I'm some weird grown man. But I'm just trying to live out my childhood fantasies of going to a place that I used to fantasize about going to. Like ever since I was 4. I've dreamt about going to Disney. Riding through Epcot, you know, riding the monolift. Just seeing Walt's old apartment. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool to still go to Disney World or Disneyland. Either or would be fun. Disneyland would be more fun, I think, because it's the original. I'd love to see the fireworks that Disneyland puts on, because I heard they put on the best fireworks show ever. And then now as an adult, I want to go to Universal still. Well, you know what? Now I actually want to go to Universal because they have the Harry Potter experience there. Go to Hogwarts. I'm down, Sybil. I am down. Again, I've been trying to figure out a way to travel with my animals. Okay, if I can figure out a way to travel with my animals, I'm down to go wherever and do whatever. I just gotta pay my lot fees for a month, and I can go wherever, do whatever. You know, make sure nobody messes with my crap, and I can come back to my bus when it's all said and done. I'm just saying, I think he would be difficult to travel with. Kush, I think would be difficult to travel with. I, I don't want him to like. I don't want him to go in a. I don't want to put him in a kennel or his backpack all the time. You know, like he'll go right in there, no questions asked. I can get a little pet carrier right in. He's not even. He doesn't like flinch. Okay, to him, I could get a box. Hell, if I took this can, this right here, if I took this and threw it on the floor, he'd probably try to sit in it. You know, and if I could get a lid on top of him inside of it, I could can him in that sucker. He would let me too. But I just don't know how I would travel with him comfortably. Like, he would have to have his litter box. He turned to look at me because I picked up a container. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, oh. But no, if I could figure out a way to travel with him, then I would gladly go on a travel, like an expedition, if you will. See, that's if the room that we're in or wherever we're at allows cats. 9 out of 10 hotels don't allow cats. And he will yell when I leave him in the room. He's very vocal. When I go to walk Blue outside, if I leave him by himself, he freaking yells. And Blue, if I leave her by herself in a freaking hotel room, she will holler like bloody murder. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Oh, well, that's cool, Sybil. I did not know that. Look, I'm down, okay? All I gotta do is pay my rent for, like, however long we're gonna be going so my bus is safe, where it's parked, and not gonna be messed with. And my electricity will be super low because I'll be unplugged. And I'm down to travel. I'm not scared. I will live stream the whole thing on YouTube. Now I got a platform to showcase on. So, it wouldn't be the first time that I've traveled. Okay, and I'm not scared. I love to travel. I used to do it with the carnival. I travel around with the carnival all the time, going from state to state. That was a lot of fun. I miss doing that. Well, Blue goes everywhere with me if I'm gonna go somewhere. I put her little purple service dog harness on, and nobody questions it. She just walks around with me. Like I said, I'm pretty confident I could travel with Blue, no problem. I just gotta walk her around. She gets a little anxious in the car. If I'm driving and she can't be in my lap, she gets a little nervous and she whines a lot. Um, we we have figured out that calming treats kind of sort of help with that. Like I have these calming treats that I can give her that kind of sort of calm her down a little bit, but they don't really work that well. She still whines a lot if I'm driving and she can't ride in my lap. But Kush, he'll go in the backpack without question, and then I just take him wherever I want. He whines a little bit, but then he's like whatever. I think Blue would be nervous around your two doggos for a while, and it doesn't matter the size difference because she was scared of a dog her size. But that was a couple years ago. Okay, she might be calmed down now since she's been interacting with Kush a lot. So that would be one. That would be one thing we would have to ease into is Blue with the other animals. I'm not worried about your dogs. Okay, trust me, I'm not worried about doggos. I love doggos of all shapes and sizes. I love dogs. Dogs are the best. I like one cat and only a little bit. Well, it doesn't matter to me, Sybil. Like I don't really have a kennel per se. I've got this gigantic one, that I pop open, and it's used as a punishment for Blue Dream. I don't normally put Blue or Kush in a kennel or whatever unless I'm punishing them. They're pretty free range inside the bus, but that's just here in the bus. If I have to have Blue in a kennel while traveling, then that's fine. She can go in a kennel. She'll get used to it. Same thing with Kush. Like Kush will gladly go in the kennel. He wouldn't care. He might whine a little bit for a little while, but after a second, he settles down. And like when he gets all like crackhead at mode and he runs around the bus, I plop him in that Space Kitty backpack, and I'm like, "You calm down, you little stinker. Calm down now." And he messes with it a little bit. He tries to break out, and he's like, "All right, I give up. I'm okay in here." And then he settles down. And after he settles down, I open it up, and I'm like, "All right, now that you're settled down, you can come out." And then he comes out and chills like this, like he just chills. Oh, buddy. Kush? What? Wanna come see? Wanna go get some pets, huh? Wanna go get some lovins? Wanna go get some lovins? Don't chew my bag, you little stinker. That's my bag. What are you doing? That's mine. That's mine. Come here. Come here. That's better. That's my bag. That's not for Kush. Is Kush gonna go travel with us? Huh? Is Kush gonna go travel with us? Yeah, Kush loves a Space Kitty backpack. I swear. Since he was a small kitten, I've never had to like fight with him to get him in there, even when he's in trouble. Like if I get mad at him or something, and like get like he knows I'm mad, he's running from me, and I go pick him up. I don't even have to fight him. He's just like, okay, I'll go in there. I'll go in there easily. Yeah, Dad. Okay, I'm in there. Oh, bud. Oh, bud. You like your Space Kitty backpack. That's like your. I don't know. He's got an imagination of his own when he's in there. I think he pretends like he's flying through space or something. I don't know. I think he loves it. Like he's baking biscuits right now. Little biscuits on my boob. What am I supposed to pet? Am I supposed to pet, huh? I said you was gonna get pets if you came right here, huh, buddy? That's what I said, huh? You're like, pet now. Pet me. Pet me. You said you was gonna pet me, now pet me. Plop. Plop. Oh, buddy, don't start drooling already. No, you gonna stop drooling? Huh? Here, wipe your drool up. Wipe your drool up. Wipe that drool up. We're gonna use your tail. Because I don't want it on me. Yeah, no, I'm definitely down for traveling, Civil. I'm not against traveling. I've definitely traveled a lot in my past. Kush, there's drool all over you. Buddy. Yuck. 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 Why do you drool? Why can't you just be a normal kitty and not drool all over everything? No, I don't want your drool on me. No, you're drooling. No. No, it's not fun when you drool. It's not fun when you drool. No. No. We're gonna play patty cake? Patty cake, patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll 'em up, throw 'em in a pan. I can't remember the nursery rhyme. Throw going. You bake biscuits though. You want to bake biscuits? Huh? We baking biscuits? Bake biscuits. You want to hold hands? Hold hands. Dude, no. There's a huge thing of drool on you now, bud. Yo, not cool, buddy. No, go play. Go play. Nah, no, go. Before it drills on me. Here, go. Go play. That's just, yo. That's huge. That's like the equivalent of me blowing snot bubbles, okay? It's like a huge, just dribble of drool going down his chest right now. He don't care either. He don't care. He just lets it go. Look, look, it's on my shirt. I don't know if you can see that or not. Ugh. Big old wet spot on my shirt from where he just started drooling. Don't look at me like that. No. 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 You're not coming to rub your drool all over me, bud. You already got a big blob right there on my shirt, you nasty little sucker. You gotta put a stop to you on that one. Mm-mm. He was gonna come rub it on me, too. Like he was about to pounce, and that's why I have to get a little firm with him there. It's disgusting feeling, too, when this kitty drools. But yeah, no, I'm definitely down to travel. And hell, if we gotta, if we're pulling that pool behind like we talked about for the festivals, I can make a bunch of freeze dried candy and fruit and stuff to bring with us. Make a little money along the way. Kush being disgusting. Yeah, you're being disgusting, bud. Drooling all over the place. I know you don't care. I can't. No, no, no. Go play. Go play. No, go, go. Wheel steer. Go, go. No. Go, go. Go into bed. Go. 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 Oh, you little stinker. I don't care. You're full of drool. You're not gonna come plop yourself down on me full of drool, you little stinker. I swear, you guys, it's like having an actual toddler. He was staring at me. He's like, you keep talking about me. I'm gonna jump over there and rub my drool all over you. And he tried to too. He got a little bit on me there. Stinker. He's so bad. I swear he's like a duck, okay? The drool doesn't seep into his fur, it just rolls off the top of his fur. And so it's just it's disgusting. Yeah. Simple. If when you meet Kush, you'll understand, okay? You'll understand the drooling kitty. I've never met a cat that drooled before until him. You pet his butt or his back or his belly or his head, and he starts drooling. He gets so into it. Such a weird cat. Yeah, cat in a box. He'll go in any box too, or bag for that matter. He's a special cat. But yeah, no, like I'm definitely down to fill some of my buckets of freeze dried goodies. I'm working on it right now. I got the ice cream sandwiches in there, mini ice cream sammies in the freeze dryer, along with blue nanner pudding. I gotta get some more blue nanner pudding. Fill a bucket. I mean, I don't know. I'll text you a list of what I'm gonna have all together, because I have 20 buckets of product at the moment that I'm gonna have. I think all together, like I don't technically need that many, but I want to have a couple extra of certain things because I think they're gonna sell out. But I'll text you a list of what I'm gonna prepare to sell, and you let me know if you think I should add more. I mean, I don't. It's kind of hard to take off from the list because it's like I wanna show everybody everything I have to offer. And if we run out of something, I could tell them, look, I do this custom, so like I can take your info and I can custom make you an order when I get home and then ship it to you. Because one 3.5 gallon bucket of product is not a lot of that product. Does it take a lot to fill up that bucket? Yes. It takes a couple days and a lot of the product that you're making, but that's not a lot for selling wise. Like if I'm going to sell that product, then I'll only make like 4 or 5, maybe 6 big containers, you know? So 6 customers come and all want that one product, it's gone. And it's not like I could just pop to the store and get more. It takes some time to make that product, so it's kind of it's kind of a difficult business until you get enough money to be able to get more than one freeze dryer going. You know, like a buddy of mine in Colorado Springs has 3 freeze dryers, and he can barely keep up with business sometimes. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying anyway. I'm trying. I'm trying to do at least one bucket of each. I don't know where to store any of this stuff though. Like I got 16 buckets in my house right now, and I'm running out of room to to put buckets. And I think I need to order another 8 buckets just to be able to make my quota to be able to go to the festival. You know? 120, Michael. It's normal. Plug into a 20 amp outlet. It's a 1500 watt freeze dryer. But like it's certain things it's gonna be plenty. Like watermelon, pineapple, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, all those, one bucket of those will be plenty. Because I'm gonna be making mixes of fruit salads, you know? People will either get just one thing or they can get the fruit mix. And most people are probably going to get a fruit mix because I would. I don't want just one thing. But certain things like the milk duds, one 3.5 gallon container of milk duds is not going to be enough. By any means, it's not going to be enough. I'm thinking at least 3.5 gallon containers of milk duds. And then I don't even know if that's going to be enough, you know? Like, I might have to come home and like run a couple days of freeze drying just to try to fill back up or something. I don't know. But I'm thinking like one container of Skittles should be all right. And we could do maybe a cheap little sack of Skittles instead of a $15 bucket like my little buckets, because those buckets are expensive. Yeah, no, I don't want to run out of anything, to be honest with you. Actually, no, I do want to run out of stuff because if I run out, that means I sold a lot of it and I got money. But I don't want to run out if I can help it. I'd prefer to be able to last the festival and fulfill orders and stuff. It's I don't know what to do anymore. Like I'm trying to think of like the cherry Laffy Taffy, for instance. I think I should have at least 2 buckets of cherry Laffy Taffy. 2 full buckets. I think I would like to have 2 buckets of everything, but I don't know if I got enough time to get 2 buckets of everything freeze dried before the festivals. Like the Bluebell ice cream. I don't know if I got enough money or time to do that. Like that's a lot. It's like $9 for a half gallon at Walmart, and then I got to rush an hour and a half back home. Hopefully, it doesn't melt by the time I get here. The most I could put in my freezer at one time is about 6 half gallons. So, like, I don't know. I think it might take like 3 or 4 half gallons to fill a bucket. I don't know. I mean, yes and no, Sybil. If we have the pool behind, yes, we can bring the freeze dryer anywhere. Um, I don't know if I would want to run the generator for 48 hours straight for just the freeze dryer, because that'd be pretty much all that'd be able to be on the generator. Yes, you can, Michael, and also no, you can't. If you have the right battery bank to be able to go overnight, 24 hours without sun, maybe, because if you don't have the sun to charge your batteries while that freeze dryer's pulling 1500 watts with the vacuum pump and the freeze dryer running, then you might kill your battery bank and then it'll kill the freeze dryer and then you're dead in the water. And if it's not dried properly, the food's ruined. Especially if you do an ice cream, because it'll be still creamy, melty, ice creamy in the middle and dry on the outside, and then it becomes a soggy mess where it melts in the middle. The ice cream actually melts, and the outside's like a shell that just caves in on itself, and it's not edible anymore. It's disgusting. It'll end up going bad. Yeah, no, again, we can do it, Sybil. It's not impossible. I'm just saying it's kind of impractical because it'll take 2 days, at least 30 hours to freeze dry something properly. At least that's my experience up here in Colorado. It takes about 30 hours total to freeze dry ice cream. Milk duds and candies are a little different. I can get those in about 13 hours. 13, 14 hours. I can do a batch of milk duds or like Sour Bright crawlers or uh, Airhead bites or Laffy Taffy to Cherry Laffy Taffy. All those kind of go a little faster, but the ice cream takes about 30 hours of nonstop vacuum pump drying for it to be completely dried throughout with the ice cream. You want it to be completely dried throughout because you don't want to ruin your ice cream or your food to spoil because it melts from the inside out. But no, it can be done. Now, that being said, too, I don't know if I want to be hauling around my freeze dryer. That some bitch is heavy. I put it on its stand with a buddy, and that sucker is heavy. Like, I had to use a dolly to wheel it around. No, again, Sybil, certain things I could do that. You know, like if I put stuff in, let's say if I put ice cream in at 9 o'clock a.m., by 9 o'clock a.m. the next morning, which is a whole 24 hours, I could possibly take it out, you know, and go. It all depends on how cold and the room temperatures and stuff. Like the machine will, if it reaches -20 quick enough, it'll hit -20 and start drying right away. And then it'll do the first initial 13 hours. And then that 13 hours flips over to, I could probably shorten it down to about an extra 12 hours of drying time. And you get about 24, 25 hours for an entire batch process. But I know I tried taking ice cream out when it said done, like, because I didn't put any extra dry time when I was experimenting. I put the ice cream in little scoops, you know, and it did the initial dry time of 13 hours. And then it said batch complete, and I took it out. And when I bit into it, it was still ice cold in the middle. And it was still ice cream, kind of. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize it would still be cold. That's awesome. Dummy me. So I put everything into this container and I go to bed. The next morning I wake up and all my ice cream is like flattened out to the bottom of the container. And I was like, what the hell happened? What the hell happened to my ice cream? And it melted from the inside because it was still ice. It wasn't fully dried throughout. And so I was like, yeah, nope, from now on it gets extra 13 hours. And I ended up putting in an extra 15 hours, I think, altogether. I just went out, I said, screw it, 15. Be sure. Well, all I know, Michael, is it's 1,500 watts being drawn. I don't know. I would have to check with. I don't have a meter running to see exactly how much energy is being drawn per hour. But I know without the right battery bank to run 1,500 watts all night long, I know I did the math for a 1,500 watt heater, space heater, and same concept. It's using about the same amount of power as a space heater. It would take like 15 100 amp hour batteries in series to be able to run a 1,500 watt space heater for 12 hours without sunlight, or something around that amount of batteries. So it would take like, I don't know, 9 300-watt batteries, you know, to make a battery bank big enough of deep cycle, you know, like lithium ion batteries to be able to handle a 1500 watt space heater running for 12 hours with no sunlight, or something along those lines. I'm a little stoned right now, so I might be saying the wrong numbers or slightly off. It might be one more battery or one less battery. I'm not 100% sure on that right now. But when I did the math for my solar setup, it was a lot of batteries. A lot of batteries. Like right now, I have 6 panels on the roof, 200 watt panels. And with those 6 200 watt panels, I can charge any battery bank I choose, on a good sunny day. They'll pull in a lot of power. But without the proper battery bank, you can't run once the sun goes down for maybe a couple hours. You might get 5 or 6 hours of lights, and using something like um, back when I used to use my solar power, I would get about 6.5, 7 hours. Like I'd have lights all, like if I didn't constantly use something, I could have power all night long. Okay, turn on the light when I need it, power when you need it. Turn on the TV when you want it, power. Charge your phone whenever you need it, power. You got it. If you're constantly doing something like watching TV, using a DVD player, running an air condition, or my if I was running my air conditioner, I would get about 3 hours of battery usage, and my batteries would die because the air conditioner would drain that battery. Same thing with my DVD player, projector, anything like that. I would be charging a phone using the lights, projector, DVD player would be playing. I would have fans plugged in, blowing throughout the my truck, and I would get about 5 or 6 good hours of power, and then I would have to start shutting stuff down because I wouldn't be able to run my DVD player and projector and fans all at the same time. Yeah, 8 or 9 hours, but that's not enough to run the freeze dryer, brother. You gotta think, if it goes dark at 6 p.m. and it doesn't get light again till 7 a.m., that's 13 hours, or 6:30. That's 12 and a half hours without sunlight. So you're pulling a big strain on your battery for 12 and a half hours, at least 12 hours, a good 12 hours, pulling 1,500 watts in those batteries. So you're looking at pulling about 4 hours more than your batteries are capable of handling, or trying to. And then when the sun comes up, it's not really that bright. You got another good hour or two before you get a good sunshine to start pulling a good draw in power. And if you're lucky, it won't be cloudy. If it's a cloudy day, you might have 20, 30 hours of no good sunlight, direct sunlight to charge your batteries. So it's really hard to run a 1,500 watt appliance on solar power. It's not impossible. I've done it. I've proven it can be done. It just takes a decent battery bank, and you can only run it for so many hours. You can't run for infinity, and like I wish the sun was up all night. Welcome in, Catbird. Yeah, we're talking about solar energy right now and trying to run a freeze dryer that's 1,500 watts on solar energy for more than 12 hours without sunlight. Because yes, when the sun's up, the way we look at it in the solar community, when the sun's shining, you turn everything on, so you pull in as much of that solar power as you can. It will pull from the solar panels, and the solar panels will actually run your electronics and charge your batteries. If you're getting good sunlight, you got enough power being pulled in from the panels. But yeah, more batteries. You'd have to get a ton more batteries. Um, I think when was doing my calculations, if you get two Tesla car batteries, then you would have enough power if they're fully charged to run a space heater, 1500 watt space heater for 15-20 hours with no sun. That's cool, Catbird. I've got a lot of solar powered stuff. I like solar powered stuff. Okay, it's free energy. Once you pay for the equipment, it's free energy. It's nothing. I love solar powered stuff. Oh yeah, clothesline. Yeah, like running a generator. Now I will say this: there is a 12,000 watt generator that runs off of propane that you can get. It's 9,000 continuous running watt hours, and it says it'll run for like 10 to 12 hours on propane. Which is really awesome. That just means you get a bigger bottle of propane, run that sun gun all night long. You could run the generator all night long for the hell, you could run the freeze dryer, you could run six freeze dryers all night long, on with one generator running on propane. Yeah, I got it, Catford. Those propane generators are pretty cool. They're like $2,000. I've seen them on Amazon. I've been looking at a lot of stuff recently. Just dreams, of still opening about 30 hours, Michael. About 30 hours. What it does, it takes about a good hour or two, maybe three, depending on how hot the room is, what's the room temperature outside. To get the what it does, it freezes down to -20, and it takes a couple hours to get down to -20. And when it reaches -20, it switches over onto the vacuum pump. The vacuum pump turns on and it starts drying. Uh, as it's at -20, the outside of the machine's at -20, while the trays heat up to like 123 degrees, and it literally dries the food while it's freezing the food and pulling out the moisture with a vacuum. And the moisture, all the water content from the food ends up on the outside barrel of the freeze dryer. And then whenever it defrosts, it goes into this little drain. It drains into a bucket in the bottom. It's pretty awesome. But again, it takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes three, to get down to freezing temp. And then it switches on to the drying, like the freeze dry mode. And then that takes an initial 13 hours of freeze drying, sometimes longer, depending on the moisture content of what you put in there. Like watermelon took 3 days, I think it was, to freeze dry watermelon. There was so much moisture content inside the watermelon that it took forever for it to finish its initial dry cycle. And then I dried it for an initial 15 hours. But I think it took like 27 hours or even longer, actually, because I put it in for more dry. It took like initial 27 or 30 hours for it to do its initial pull of the moisture from the watermelon. But after it does its 13-hour dry cycle and it says cycle complete, it'll switch over to extra dry time, and then it dries for an additional 13 to 15 hours depending on what I set it for. And I can control the settings of the how long I want it to dry for. I'm just talking about freeze drying stuff, Catbird. It's an amazing technology. Look, like I don't understand how it works. I can tell you what the machine's doing because I've watched it, I've studied it, I've been experimenting with my freeze dryer, so I can see what it does. I can tell you what it's doing, how it does it. I have no clue. If you gave me a bunch of parts and said build me a freeze dryer, I would laugh at you. You gotta be kidding me. No clue how to build that sucker. That's a genius that built that sumbitch. It's awesome. I love it. But this is why all my freeze-dried candy and fruit and stuff is so pricey, is because for one, it's already super expensive. At $8 a pint for ice cream, you know, you take $8 for the pint of ice cream, then 30 hours of freeze drying. That's electricity for 30 hours. 1,500 watts of electricity being pulled for 30 hours. That's a lot of money. You know? It's not cheap. All that combined, you know, you're looking at 40 bucks for energy and product that goes into it before I even sell it to you. No, Catbird. The lady that was in the room talking to me about freeze-dried products made an order with me. But the people that you said asked for my email never emailed me about making any order or anything like that. But I mean, I love freeze drying things. For me, it's the experience, you know, of eating something at a different texture, different flavor, because it's super concentrated. What it does is it pulls 99% of the moisture out and makes it shelf stable for 25 years, according to the freeze dryer manuals. And for somebody like me that lives in a bus, when you can put ice cream sitting out on the shelf, not in a freezer, and it's stable, it's not going to melt. You can eat it 2 weeks down the road, a month down the road, a year down the road if you want, and it's still just as good as the day you freeze dried it. I mean, come on. That's amazing. If you want to go camping, it takes out all that water weight, so you're not no, you were talking about somebody else, Catbird. The lady that was in the chat, she came over from the honeybees chat, but you said you went over there and talked to somebody else while she was already talking to me. Unless, well, yeah, Michael, I guarantee if I put a meter on it, I can tell you exactly how much power is being drawn. But I'm just letting you know right now that I don't have a meter on there. I can't tell you like specific kilowatts and how much is being pulled per hour. But I know it's a 1,500 watt freeze dryer, and it's in theory, okay, in theory it's pulling 1,500 watts every hour. That's that's my guesstimation, you know. So for 30 hours, I'm pulling 1,500 watts. Well, yeah, Capper. The only person was that uh something mother of five, Christine mother of five, or something, or Adrian. I can't remember. I would have to go look at the email probably. They sent me an email. But that was the only person that made an order with me. The one that was talking to me in the chat about it that I was talking to. And I told her to just send me an email. She actually sent me an email to make the order. But yeah, no, I know it's pulling. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming because it's a 1500 watt freeze drive that it's pulling 1500 watts every hour for 30 hours. And that's a lot of energy. It's like running a space heater 24/7 for 30 hours, like just constant. And it's a lot of energy. Angelic, yeah, angelic mother of five. That's it, Sybil. Yeah, that's it. She made an order, and her order is going into the freeze dryer as soon as the mini ice cream Sammys and blue nana pudding come out of the freeze dryer. But I'm willing to accept any orders that come in. I do everything custom. For one, it gives me something to do to pass the time. It gives me purpose to fulfill an order. Um, when I make videos with the freeze dryer for you guys for content, I have to get up the not courage, but the oomph, the urge to want to get up and actually make the video. When I have an order, it's a lot easier. It's to just get up. It's like the drive. It gives me the drive, to actually get up and make the order. So I like when I get orders. It's pretty awesome. Well, yeah, Sybil. I try to keep only the good stuff. I have experimented with stuff in the freeze dryer, and if it doesn't work and I don't like the way it comes out, I don't put it on my menu. Because I don't want you to order something and be like, oh, I got this from them, and it was nasty. I didn't like it. It wasn't crunchy. It didn't have the right texture. Blah blah blah. No, I don't want that. I don't want that experience. So anything that I liked freeze drying goes on the menu, like Milk Duds, Charleston Chews, Cherry Laffy Taffy, regular Laffy Taffy, Sour Bright Crawlers. All this stuff that I know works every time. That's what I put on my menu. Yeah, Michael, definitely. All I can do is give you an estimate of what I think it's pulling, unless we actually put a meter on the freeze dryer and record every time it powers on, and well, I mean, it's once it starts drying, it's 30 hours of the compressor and the vacuum pump cycling on 20. It's on for 30 hours. It doesn't cycle off. It's constantly pulling, it's constantly drawing. So the compressor is on and the vacuum pump is on running for 30 hours straight every time I freeze dry something. Well, yeah, I've sent out samples to a lot of people. Ugh. I've sent out samples to Mr. and Mrs. Honeybee. I've sent out samples to M2M Grub and Gamble. I've sent out to tons of people, man. Tons of people. I've sent out a bunch of samples and goodie boxes to a bunch of different channels. Alright. I think I'm going to do a blessings and go ahead and end the live stream because it's getting a little late. And the animals are going to get hungry in a second. I know Blue's already hungry. She's been going sniff her food bowl every now and again. Blessings be to you and to me. Welcome in, demons. I believe that was Dustin that gifted you a membership. Oof. That was actually really good blessings. I will do that, no worries. He might be in the chat right now. Dustin, are you still in the chat? I know you said you were going to be listening. Oh, that's cool, Catbird. I wish I could see it from Colorado. That'd be cool. Hold on. I'm gonna take my cat with me outside. I'm gonna go look outside, see if I can see anything. Out there for me. Also, was clouds. All right. Must be nice, Catbird. I'd like to see stuff like that close up. But, alright. I think I'm going to call it a night for the live stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for a cup of coffee. Hope you all have a blessed night. As always, blessings be to you and to me. Stay blessed, peeps.